As if a 1,000 horsepower Corvette ZR1 wasn't wild enough, Chevy is already testing its next flagship supercar that will sit above the ZR1. Rumor has it this new model will be a hybrid and will likely be named the Zora, a trademark General Motors has gone to great lengths to protect. If Zora sounds familiar, you're probably a Corvette fan. It comes from Zora Arkus Duntov, the Chevy engineer often called the father of the Corvette. While he didn't create the car, he's credited with turning it from a beloved cruiser into a real sports car. He's the one who made the call to put a V8 in the original Corvette back in 1955. Zora was also a huge motorsports enthusiast and played a key role in the Grand Sport program, which took the C2 generation Corvette racing. That's where he first saw the need for a mid-engine layout, leading him to convince GM to develop mid-engine prototypes for testing. The first of these was the CERV concept, unveiled in 1960. And now, here we are with the all-new Corvette Zora, recently spotted testing at the Nürburgring. At first glance, it might look like the ZR1 undergoing final testing, which wouldn't be too surprising since the automakers often continue testing new models even after their official debut. The ZR1 was revealed in late July, but production won't start until next year, so there's still time to smooth out the rough edges. However, there's a yellow sticker on the engine hatch suggesting the prototype is electrified, which the ZR1 isn't. There's another less obvious change compared to the ZR1. It's at the front where this test vehicle seemingly has the vertically mounted cooling radiator of the all-wheel drive E-Ray hybrid. Zora or not, whatever this is, it's seriously quick while lapping the Nordschleife in anger and overtaking several other prototypes in the process. If you're wondering why the engine soundtrack is subdued, there's a logical explanation. See those quad exhaust tips pointing downward? It's so the prototype doesn't break the track noise regulations, stipulating cars must not go over 130 decibels. Plenty of other Corvette test vehicles had that in the past, and this potential Zora follows suit. When Motor One journalists got a closer look at the ZR1, they observed some unused space in the center tunnel, possibly reserved for the E-Ray's 1.1 kilowatt battery. There was also a coolant hose positioned where the electric motor sits in the E-Ray. Chief engineer Taj Jupiter hinted at future models beyond the ZR1, saying, "We're still working on things for the future." Based on these hints, experts expect the Zora to feature the E-Ray's hybrid system, which powers the front wheels with a 160 horsepower electric motor. Unlike the E-Ray, which pairs this with the Stingray's 495 horsepower 6.2 liter V8, the Zora is expected to use the ZR1's flat plane crank twin turbocharged 5.5 liter V8, which cranks out 1,064 horsepower. If the math is as simple as adding the two together, we can expect 1,224 horsepower. Whatever the final power figure is, the Zora is sure to be more powerful than the ZR1, and the all-wheel drive system could help the Corvette encroach on that flat 2-second 0 to 60 time. The ZR1 pricing remains a mystery, but experts estimate it costs anywhere between $150,000 and $180,000, so the Zora could easily enter $200,000 territory. Even at that price point, it will be hard to find another internal combustion engine powered supercar with similar performance that doesn't cost significantly more. Timing for Zora's release is uncertain. A debut next year is expected, meaning the car may arrive as a 2026 model in the US, though it may also be pushed back to 2027. Hybrid powertrains are taking over, with plug-in hybrid V8s becoming the go-to choice for most of the performance cars. Many automakers are even downsizing from larger engines to more efficient V8s, and Bentley is following suit with its fourth generation Flying Spur Speed, which now features a V8, making it the most powerful and fastest Bentley sedan ever built. Unveiled recently, Bentley's updated Flying Spur Speed may look like the model that's been on sale since the 2023 model year, but there are plenty of changes in areas you can't see, including beyond the powertrain. On the outside, new details include a revised grille and front fascia, a rear diffuser, a 22-inch wheel option, and a dark tint for the bright work. And for the interior, there are new diamond patterns for the seat trim, as well as on the door linings and B-pillars. The big news is the new powertrain. It debuted in June in an updated Continental GT Speed, and replaces Bentley's twin-turbocharged 6-liter W12, which ceased production this summer after 2 decades. Bentley launched the co-built Batour and Batour convertible models to celebrate the W12's run. The ultra-performance hybrid powertrain combines a twin-turbocharged 4-liter V8 with a single electric electric motor, which is integrated with an 8-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission that directs the drive torque to all 4 wheels. Peak output for the Flying Spur speed is 771 horsepower, which matches the output the powertrain delivers in the Continental GT Speed. The output represents an increase of 145 horsepower over the outgoing Flying Spur Speed's peak power, and thanks to a 25.9 kilowatt battery, an electric range of more than 45 miles will also be possible. That range estimate is calculated using the WLTP test cycle used overseas and will likely be lower when measured using the stricter EPA cycle. With the extra grunt, Bentley estimates the updated Flying Spur speed will hustle from 0 to 60 in just 3.3 seconds, down from 3.7 seconds in the outgoing model. Passing power should also be better thanks to the higher torque and power levels throughout the rev range. Bentley hasn't said when the regular Flying Spur will be updated, though it will likely happen soon. The current Flying Spur was introduced in the US for the 2020 model year and received its first hybrid powertrain for 2022. That hybrid system prioritizes fuel efficiency over performance and pairs a turbocharged 2.9-liter V6 with a single electric motor delivering a combined 536 horsepower. The current Flying Spur is also available with a standalone twin turbocharged 4-liter V8 engine, but this option should be replaced by a detuned version of the ultra performance hybrid powertrain in the updated range. That's all I have for today, guys. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.